In order to totally lock down my Facebook account, I needed 18 steps. Let's see how many minutes it takes to accomplish all this. Well, first of all, why do we actually need 18 steps? If you look at the evolution of privacy in Facebook, we see that more and more entities became public over time. The biggest change was in 2009 when things really got public to the whole internet. And now this is the situation. You'll find the link to this website down at this video. So let's have some fun and lock down this Facebook account. It's it's new and fresh. And first of all, I want to do a friend list with close friends. Everybody knows this. You meet someone at a party and then you will just well, get a friend request and you do want to accept them, but you don't want to like share everything with them. So you make a friend list, and hopefully you have friend list like for people at work and real close friends with and with this list you really have the connection and like interact a lot. Then you go to account settings and you change the account security. Encryption is not turned on. That means that every interaction can be read by anybody who is between you and people you're interacting with. So if you're interacting with someone in Australia, everybody in between may read it, like someone in China or someone in Russia or whatever. So please turn this on, and your interaction, which is like a postcard, everybody can read it, turns into a real mail. So only the valid person who should receive the message can read it. So please turn this on to encryption or HTTPS. Then you can turn on login approvals. If you use this, then every time you use a new device with Facebook, for example, you buy a laptop and log into Facebook, you'll get a short message to your mobile device. In this short message there's a little code, and then you put this code into Facebook, so Facebook knows that you're a user, the same user using a new device. The meaning behind this is that if some Russian or Chinese hacker gets to your Facebook credentials, if he tries to log in, you'll get a short message and see that something fishy is going on. Facebook ads. This is not that severe, but if you do not want to be a running advertisement for some bogus company, oh, I got a message, then please turn this off. So these are 2 clicks. This was the first click, and this is the second click. We turn it off and we save it. Then we go to privacy settings, and first of all we check in here the connection on Facebook. Your friend list is set to everyone, and you should definitely set it to friends only. The same with this, and this. If you like, you can actually set it not only to friends but to specific people, and for example only for close friends. For example, if you have like likes and interests, like I don't know, red embarrassing underwear, and maybe it's a good idea that only close friends know that you like red embarrassing underwear. Wow, somebody really wants to talk with me. Okay. Then you change this. As you can see here in the second part of the area, you have everything is visible to everybody. So please think about setting this to friends only. These are a few clicks, but if you're really fast, actually friends of friends is the same as everybody, so don't get confused. This is like really, one can say that these 2 options are quite the same, because the number of friends is huge. So if you have 200 friends and everybody of your 200 friends has 200 friends, that's a big number, right? This is face recognition, we turned it off. This is okay, I mean, you can do, well, there's a funny story of some IT guy who was like a friend, some CEO of a big company, and his Facebook account was added to a pedophile group in Facebook. And then he wrote a public letter to, I think, Mark Zuckerberg, because he was added to a pedophile group, and apparently he doesn't log into Facebook like 10 times a day, so he didn't see that he's actually part of a pedophile group on Facebook. And I'll get that open letter and post it down at the video. It's very funny. Email address should definitely be just visible to specific people, because if some of your friends install a malicious application, then the malicious application has the same rights as your friend. So maybe your email address will leak this through this way. And last but not least, the apps and websites. Please, if it's possible, turn off all platform applications, so you don't have problems with applications being malicious and using your data. If it is not possible, please change this second setting. Info accessible from applications of your friends. This is a real tricky thing. These are the rights which an application of your friends have regarding your profile. So you actually want everything turned off, because if some of your 200 friends install a malicious application, then your data is not secure. And like if we say the probability of one of your friends installing a malicious application is 1%, and you have 200 friends, then you can like calculate how big the, well, we can do this actually. Let's calculate that. If we say, I think if you have 200 friends and the probability of one person is 1% to have a malicious application, this should be the, well, of course it's this probability. This is the probability of you being secure. So this is the probability of you getting infected. If the probability of one person getting infected with a malicious application is 1% and you have 200 friends, then the probability is 13%. Wow. I don't know whether this number helps you or anything, but that's the case. You should go on, and game and app activity is, well, don't use games and apps. Don't waste your time, please. Just, well, instant personalization. This is a little bit complex. Back then, when there was no Facebook and you visited a website, for example, like Bing or something, you were identified through your IP address. An IP address is a simple number which looks like this. Through the IP address, one can say, well, that guy is probably in Munich, Germany, and that's it. Now, if you visit Bing or any other website, you're a number. Well, so far so good. But if you visit Facebook, you are this number as well. Furthermore, you are the name associated with your Facebook account. So in this case, Alice. So now, if Bing cooperates with Facebook, and Facebook knows your IP address and Bing knows your IP address, then Facebook can and is actually telling Bing that this IP address belongs to this Alice person. So if you're like surfing on some websites, like you don't really want people to know that you like visit this kind of websites, this will be possible because you're surfing with your IP address and Facebook knows your name, and this is how the connection can be made. So you should disable this. Well, and then of course disable public search, where another video in on clickjack.org is posted. I think that's it. Stay aware and visit clickjack.org.